What's up, guys? Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video. And in this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about cards that you definitely should be picking up before it's too late. And of course, for this video, we're gonna be picking the top 10 quarter century secret rares that you guys should be picking up at the current moment. But before we get started, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you're updated next time I upload new videos. And finally, guys, if we miss out on any cards, which of course is a huge amount, let me know down below on cards that everyone should be picking up as of now. But let's go ahead and get right into this one, starting off with Stardust Dragon from the 25th anniversary tin Dueling Heroes last year. Now remember, the tin itself did not do well, value-wise, but the promos were nice. There were cards like Exodia, Stardust Dragon, and I will say Stardust is a good card to have for now and of course to have long-term. Plus, this slot is not only for Stardust Dragon, but it's for all the current signer dragons we've currently gotten for the TCG. We're pretty much just missing Power Tool Dragon at this point. The, of course, most costly one is Ancient Fairy Dragon, around 25 bucks. But personally, if you pick all of them up, it's a great choice, to be perfectly honest with you guys, because it's great to have a set. Plus, again, the long-term value, you can't miss out on that. They're not going to remake, hopefully not remake, these Core Series Secret Rares once they've done it the first time. So I think you guys should definitely go ahead and pick it up. But of course, let me know if you guys would pick this for your top 10 spot. Moving on though, we do have, of course, Blaster Dragon, Ruler of Infernos. Now, not just this one, but all the Dragon Rulers in Quarter Century Secret Rare. They came out very cheap, around $5 or $6. Then of course, with the hype with the ban list, they shot up in price. Now they're sort of selling around about $10, $11. I mean, of course, certain ones are more expensive than others, but again, I would go ahead and just pick up a whole bunch of them, one each, or if you guys want play sets, but personally just having one of each access to, perfect. That's perfect if you want to go ahead and just make a pure build for your pleasure, or if you want to add it into another deck as an engine or something. So you have a lot of options, but again, I think going forward, this would be a great addition to your collection. And then going on into the 8th spot, almost forgot, we have XYZ Encore. Now, the reason I talked to you about this card is because if you guys didn't know, before the multitude of reprints, this card had only about 2 or 3 reprints, if I remember correctly, and they were all above $20. Now, this card itself is only $10, and we're currently in an XYZ format with Rizio, right? Rizio, and I personally would say, wow, what are people doing? Pick this card up. It's perfect. It's a perfect card to have to drain your opponent of their materials. Now, the fact that it's still around $10 tells me that people have just low-key forgotten about this card, how broken it can be. And I'm here to tell you, it is broken. Definitely go ahead and pick it up before it is too late. Now, going on to the 7th spot, we have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Not too long ago, this card saw a huge buyout. It went up to like $50, $60. Now it's sort of cooled down to about $35, $36, which is great. And personally, when you compare this to the Starlight Rare, now I don't know about you guys, but during COVID, right, just getting that one copy was just crazy. But when they had that Starlight Rare, it was just so perfect. And it's something I wanted to add to my collection. I didn't get the chance to, but now I have a great opportunity of grabbing the Quarter Century Secret Rare version, which is just as nice. And of course, not to spark up the huge Quarter Century versus Starlight debate, but either way, this is the cheaper Starlight Rare version. And if you are going to see use for this, of course, or even having the binder, it's a nice pickup. Why not? Moving on, we have for number 6, we have Obelisk Tormentor, but of course, these are all the God cards. And I will say that you can also pick up the Blue Eyes, you can pick up the Dark Magician, you can pick up the Red Eyes from this set, because this was the first set that the TCG had access to Quarter Century Secret Rares. That's a huge thing. And I think that, with Blue Eyes White Dragon here leading the set too, it's about 15, or actually it's really about like $12, $13. It's still fairly cheap for a set that came out, I guess we could say a long time ago, but it really wasn't a long time ago. Sealed, not too well, but regardless, I think picking up these 6 singles are a great addition to anyone's collection going forward. And then going on to our next one, since we just forgot the number at this point, we have Triple Tactics Thrust. Now, I know a staple-ish card, wow, how did it make the top 10? But personally, I mean, this card is just so good. And the fact that it's only around the $40, $44 price point, not a bad card. I mean, you have to understand that all of its other versions in Bonanza or even outside Bonanza are about $7 to like $12. So having the highest rare copy, and again, when a few months go by, this card will easily be $60, $70. Look what Infinite Impermanence is at right now. It's about $120 from the first Rarity Collection set. So, you know, with value like that, you really do want to pay attention. Just pick up, you know, a whole playset of this for the value of one Infinite Impermanence Core Sensory Rare. And then long term, you'll definitely see that value because this card is used so much in the current meta. Before we get to the next one, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Imperium Duelist. They make some amazing products, and they just released this new Ancient Jewels Dice Charmy set for pre-order. Really cool mold Charmy dice, of course, from the TCG. But I will say they have some amazing products like their deck boxes as well, Demon Slayer, and some of my favorite art here. You have a cyberpunk style and then 2 anime style deck boxes. They're similar to the old school Dark Magician Girl ones, if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But I will say they have a lot of other products like binders, dice, they have play mats, everything you can think of. And guys, if you click the link down below, I have an affiliate link with them, so anything you do purchase helps the channel long term. I appreciate you. Let's get right back to this video. So we have Crossout Designator. So I've said this for a long time, but this is a great card to have as a playset long term. It's great against the Mold Charmy cards, great against Ash Blossom, great against any other cards that you do want to stop your opponent from using. And, you know, for the price, not a bad pickup, right? This card has not really been up in price for a while, and I think that you can take advantage of that and purchase a whole playset for a little more than $100. But think about it long term, you know, a single copy could easily be 70, 80 bucks at some point or even more. So you really want to get on the semi ground floor right now and you're good to go. So moving on, we do have Exodia, and this is not just Exodia, the head, but also of course the entire body of Exodia, right? The legs, the arms, and you know, pretty much when we got those, we saw a spike of Exodia, like the head, from like $3 straight to like $18, $19. And now it's sort of around a good price, $10, $11. Again, from the same tin as Stardust. But I will say, right, if you've watched the anime, you know this is nostalgic. It's great to have. We had these Starlight Rare versions of this in a Bao's Legend set, but of course that was really expensive. This is the budget players, cheap collectors like version, and it's nice to have to get all pieces under like $40, $45. You can't beat that. You really can't. Even cheaper, to be honest, maybe around $35. But guys, definitely consider buying this card before it's too late. Let's move on to Dark Magician here from Bonanza, of course. So I know this version isn't heavily sought after, but I will say, just like the Blue Eyes to a certain degree, this card will go up in price, and for $42, it's not a bad cost. I mean, now if you do like this LOB version, definitely consider buying it. If not, there are other versions of Dark Magician that you can be buying and using your money for, but personally for me, I would heavily suggest you guys buy this copy for your collection. And now just some honorable mentions, just like Watch Mojo, if you guys watch that. We have Ultimate Slayer. We talked about this in a previous market watch, but of course this card is great and it's still really cheap. Personally, buy a playset and you're good to go. Next up, we have Heavy Storm. This card from Bonanza 2 is kind of just underrated. Imagine anything happens on the ban list, this card's going crazy on the market, but hey, still good for past format decks. And then we do have Magician's Souls. This card is so underrated. This card used to be above $40, $50, $60. It was going crazy, right? When someone finds another way to use this card, easily going to be a $30, $35 card or even more. So I go ahead and buy a playset of this card before it is too late. And finally, guys, for our number one pick, we of course have Blue Eyes White Dragon. You guys already know, but this one is from the Dueling Mirrors tin. Now, not from Bonanza. I know that one is at a very high price too, but I will say compared to that, this is more of a budget-friendly version. People will be using this version more when it comes to the Blue Eye structure deck coming out very soon. So for about $30, it's not a bad price, and imagine long-term effect. This will easily be 50 bucks, 55, 60, will go up in price. Same with the other Blue Eyes card. So guys, that is what I have for you for the top 10 cards you should be picking up from the Corsair Secret Rares currently. Now, if you guys have any additions you want to add, let me know down below, of course. But guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.